Welcome back to Rebuilding in Recovery. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for helping me live out my fantasies. If you are new here, hello, my name is Tracy. I am a psychotherapist in long-term recovery, and I am here to help you break the cycles of addiction and generational trauma so that you can create an amazing life. You guys can hang out with me more on my Patreon through my recovery support services or on my social medias, Instagram and Facebook. Just haven't figured out the whole TikTok and thing yet. Y'all crazy on there. So you can see I finally have Christmas decorations. It is December. It is Christmas time. I am so excited. I have 3 little boys. And it is my favorite thing ever to watch them light up on the holiday and to make it magical for them. We do the whole 9 yards, advent calendars, cut down a real tree with hot cocoa and Christmas movies every night. But unfortunately, Christmas has not always been that way for me. I have actually spent 2 of my Christmases behind bars. And 1 out of every 100 Americans are also spending Christmas behind bars this year. So today, I am sharing with you what it is like to spend Christmas in jail. Now, let me tell you, jails and prisons are drastically different. I have been to both, and there are just way more options in prison. There are church services, there's a ton of commissary, and you actually kind of form a sense of community with some of the girls that you're locked up with. And you guys kind of help each other through the stressful days like this. Jail, however, so every county is different. You don't want to get locked up in a small town at Christmas time. There's just nothing there. The rec yard is very limited. Commissary is limited. Services are limited. And also, everybody in county jail is newly locked up most of the time. Sometimes it's their first time, or they are still kind of coming to terms with the fact that they are in jail and that they're going to be in jail for a while. So your mind in county jail tends to be, understandably, in a little bit of a more selfish place. I mean, you were just ripped from your home and tied up and thrown in a cage, and now you have no idea what's going to happen to the rest of your life. So it can be very hard to adjust sometimes. Everybody in county is having a hard time, especially on Christmas. This is probably your first Christmas away from home, away from your kids, and it is hard. So at home on Christmas morning, you are waking up to presents. Maybe you're waking up to the smell of pancakes and bacon. There's presents under the tree. The kids are excited. You can feel the Christmas magic in the air. And when you're in county jail, waking up on Christmas morning, you can just feel nothing. There is not an ounce of Christmas spirit getting through that cement wall. Not an ounce. Christmas in jail is pretty much like every other day in jail. Now, in my county jail, there were these really sweet older ladies from the church who would come to the jail and put on church services every Sunday. And on Christmas, they would bring everybody little goodie bags with cookies and candy. Now, I did spend 1 Christmas in an isolation cell in county jail, and they skipped over me with that goodie bag, and I am still a little salty about it. Now, in addition to the little Christmas goodie bags that we get, there is technically a special meal on Christmas. I think maybe the portion sizes might be slightly bigger. You might get a few extra canned green beans that day. But the kicker is really the chicken leg that you get. And I know that you're probably thinking, oh, a chicken leg, that's pretty decent. No. I can remember what it looks like and what it looks like when you would pick it up off of the tray. It would kind of stick to the tray with like little slivers of slimy goo. It was slimy and big and I never ate the chicken leg. I'm sure there might have been some people that liked it, but don't feed us that on Christmas. What are you doing? Now, it doesn't help that I was a vegetarian when I went to jail, but I had to break that in jail because if you don't eat what is on your tray, you will starve. And actually, even if you do eat everything on your tray, if you don't have commissary, you're probably going to starve. So the church ladies that brought the bags did not usually do a church service on Christmas. I think because they probably wanted to spend Christmas at home with their family as well, which is totally understandable. And honestly, it was so nice of them to even bring in the goodie bags as it was, just cookies and candy, because that is the only Christmas spirit that everyone in that jail will receive. You might see a guard like wearing a Santa hat, but that's the extent. That is the extent of the Christmas spirit. So you better believe that today, after spending 2 Christmases like that, I do not take Christmases for granted, especially now that I have children. I genuinely love every minute of it. So if you do have a loved one who is incarcerated this Christmas, maybe take a minute to show them that you're thinking about them. Send them a card or an email or some commissary money. It's really easy to feel like you are forgotten about in there, especially on the holidays. So just showing somebody that you're thinking about them can really go a long way. Thank you guys for watching. I have some extra episodes planned for you within this next week or two, so hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any. And I hope that you have a very Merry Christmas, and I will see you in my next one.